The initiative of Pope John Paul II on October the 27th, 1986, in Assisi, Italy, the first meeting of religions for the peace of the world took place. 150 representatives from 12 religions took part. Also present were the 4 great worldwide interreligious organizations: the Interreligious Association for Religious Freedom, the World Congress of Faith, the Temple of Understanding, and the World Conference on Religion and Peace. Present were Buddhists, Muslims, Aboriginals from Africa and America, Zoroastrians, Sikhs, Hindus, and Shintoists. Also present was Elio Toaf, chief rabbi of the Central Synagogue of Rome, which the Pope had visited a few months previously. Christians of almost all confessions were represented: the World Council of Churches, Nestorians, Non-Chalcedonians, Copts, Armenians, Malabarese, Roman Catholics, Old Catholics, Anglicans, Lutherans. There were delegates from the Orthodox churches of Finland and Czechoslovakia, the Patriarchate of Bulgaria, the Patriarchate of Romania, the Patriarchate of Georgia, the Patriarchate of Moscow, and the Patriarchate of Antioch. A special place next to the Pope was occupied by Archbishop Runcie, the presiding bishop of the Anglicans, and Archbishop Methodius of Thyatira, the representative of the Patriarchate of Constantinople. The churches of Alexandria and Jerusalem declared their spiritual assent with messages. The Pope was the only speaker. In his address, he equated the prayer of Christians to the true and only God with the prayer of all other religions.
It is the result of prayer.
Peace, he emphasized, is a fruit of prayer, which in the various religions expresses a relationship with a supreme power.
With a supreme power that surpasses our human capacities alone.
Pope's speech was followed by silent prayer, joint prayer. Those of other religions were assigned Christian churches to perform their worship services and to pray for peace. The Buddhists prayed in the parish church of St. Peter. They placed a small statue of Buddha on the altar. The Hindus assembled in the church of Santa Maria Maggiore. Sitting around the sanctuary, they invoked the whole succession of their gods. The Muslims gathered in the monastery of St. Anthony. The Aboriginals of Africa prayed in the church of St. Gregory and prepared their peace pipes inside the sanctuary. The Shintoists were assigned to the Benedictine monastery, has ended up in joint prayers with heathens to the supposed common father.
We are in fact here together to pray, and for no other reason than to pray.
Where further, we wonder, will this journey of apostasy lead? In Assisi, the establishment of a World Council of Religions was proposed, analogous to the United Nations organization, an organization which would be distinguished by its moral influence in matters of world peace and justice. Is it possible that God should have heard these theatrical prayers and granted peace to the world? It was Christians who, unfortunately, closed the pan-religious service of joint prayer. concluded this prayer to this supposed common Father with the Our Father. In this way, the Pope underscored his leading role in the worldwide syncretistic movement towards the pan-religion of the New Age. Since 1986, the Vatican has continued its effort towards the ecumenical cooperation of religions. Every year, the Roman Catholics organize a similar interreligious meeting in different cities in Europe. In Rome in 1987 and 1988. In Warsaw in 1989. In Bari in 1990. And in Malta in 1991. In 1992, the meeting took place in Brussels. The seventh meeting of religions took place in Milan in 1993. At the famous La Scala of Milan, the start of the proceedings was announced by Mikhail Gorbachev, former president of the Soviet Union, who was also the main speaker. 300 representatives of 42 religions from the whole world took part. On the final day, there was a march for peace in the cathedral square of Milan. Thousands of people demonstrated their enthusiasm. In 1994, the 8th meeting was held, again in Assisi. The idea of cooperation of religions has been wholly implanted. But where is this hobnobbing of Christians and heathens leading? The truth is being relativized. The new world order, the new global spirituality, and the new global ethic are already taking flesh and bones.